Hey everybody, this is Dave Duford from Final Expense Agent Mentor at www.feagentmentor.com. Today, we're going to have the fun conversation, can you see it? Talking about direct mail for life insurance and final expense, so let's get right to it. So, in the final expense business, leads are key. Very few agents nowadays are actually actively cold prospecting for leads. What we see is 99% of all agents are using some kind of lead to get in the door, and the top 10% of all final expense agents as far as production goes, probably about 90-95% of those top 10% use a direct mail program. So what we're going to talk about today is why direct mail, why is it so important, why is it so great, what you need to look for, what's important, and what the pros and the cons are of the program. So let's get right into it. So what exactly is direct mail as it relates to final expense? Well, when we look around and talk to different agents and what they use as far as the lead program, pretty much all of them are doing what's called business reply mailers. What's that? Well, business reply mailers are when a mail house mails out so many leads or so many mail pieces, and the recipient goes to the mailbox, picks it out, and sees a detachable portion to the letter attached, fills it out, throws it back in the mailbox, and eventually, about 3 to 4 to 5 weeks later, you get that mail piece back. That, my friend, is the lead I showed you earlier, and that's what you use to set appointments, to show up unannounced, to try to get an appointment and a sale on the spot. So why do we use those, and why are they a good source of leads to begin with? So first of all, a direct mail business reply card has one powerful advantage over all the other direct mail and all the other lead pieces of any kind from any kind of vendor out there, and that's engagement. What I mean by that is when you look at one of these cards here, so I'm going to show you guys again, right down here in this lower right hand corner, the applicant actually fills out their information. They leave their name, they leave their address, sometimes their birthday, even their voicemail, not the voicemail, their email. But the process of doing that actually gets them more involved in the process. So what I mean is they look at the card, they think about it, they talk to their spouse, they show the card to their spouse, they get it back, they think about it, put it aside. Eventually they fill it out, walk down to the mailbox, put it back in, and boom, that becomes a lead. So that process of higher engagement actually, in my opinion, means that they're a better quality because they've taken the time to really think about why and what this is, and possibly seeing if they can do something about getting a plan to cover for final expenses. So that kind of lead is a premium lead, which is a premium cost. Let's talk about the pros and the cons of the lead, because we talked about the engagement. The cons, in a sense, is that the price point's higher. But when it comes to any kind of lead, really, you get what you pay for. The higher the price, generally speaking, the higher the quality. So with direct mail, again, this is why you see the top 10% of agents, almost virtually all of them, using direct mail, sometimes mostly even exclusively, because the lead is of higher quality, thus is more consistent, and usually results in more frequent sales. Some other advantages include when you use direct mail, you have no do not call solicitation restrictions. You can stay consolidated in an area pretty well. You don't have to worry about, do I have to travel 150, 200 miles to stay busy like you would with telemarketing leads. Many agents in suburban metro markets can stay consolidated within a reasonable space. And bottom line, it just, the turnaround time on these are fairly well, and the quality makes them, as in my opinion, the best lead source to get. So some other cons though, to do direct mail, it's about a 3 or 4 or 5 week turnaround in most cases. And what happens is that you have to consistently buy a continual leads in order to smooth out and make your lead flow consistent. That requires money, and that requires consistency of investment on a weekly basis. So agents that are starting out, like if you're starting out with minimal capital reserves to invest in a lead program, direct mail is probably not for you. You're going to have to look at other things like telemarketing, cold calling, possibly doing seminar marketing to get yourself bankrolled to eventually go into direct mail, because that's where the quality is at, and that's where you want to be ultimately. Some other cons, response rates for direct mail are continuing to go down. Down and down and down. I've been in this business 4 years, and this business model is very attractive to a lot of people from different lines of insurance, from totally different industries. And with more and more agents in the business, more and more agents are dropping mail, meaning the saturation effect is much higher, reducing the response rate that one would get, driving your lead cost up. So what I recommend for most agents is to do some kind of fixed price lead program. That's where a mail house that has economies of scale, that can drop hundreds of thousands of mail pieces, has a lot of different customers, they can reduce their average cost to where it's better than what we would get if we bought our own mail. Most of my agents do a fixed price program at $26 a lead as of 2015. This gets them the guarantee that the price point is never going to be higher, and gets them in front of people that want life insurance most of the time. Not every lead piece is perfect, or not every lead program is perfect, but with direct mail and fixing your price, it's a pretty good deal. So with direct mail, the summary here is that, you know, if you really are serious about final expense, the odds of you getting and needing to get involved in direct mail are pretty high. The capital requirement is higher, but the quality makes up for all the higher investment versus the other lead pieces. So it's very highly recommended that you get involved in some kind of direct mail piece in the final expense business, preferably in a fixed price program, because prices, if you drop on a per thousand basis, are just going up and up and up because response rates are dwindling down and down and down. So again, my name's Dave Duford, a final expense agent mentor. Check my website out at feagentmentor.com for more information about leads, the final expense business. Check my videos out, and thanks for listening. Take care.